party to stand.
You can see they are holding their first neck meeting since he came into power.
They've been postponing and postponing and postponing.
Yes, and the fact that it is time. What does that tell you? It tells you that electioneering campaign politics 2027 is around the corner, and it is high time they start doing what they know how best to do. And that's what was why you saw that gathering in Abuja yesterday of who is who in APC. They all gathered, and
But some of the who is who were not present there.
oh no, it's a very clear thing. All those ones. Sorry. All those ones now, when you see Buhari is less. They said the Buhari himself is living alone. No wife, no children, only him. They stay. But I don't know what is wrong with all those guys. You understand? No, he doesn't want to see anybody. Forcefully, he was able to receive the Attorney General of the Federation and the Chief Justice about 2 months ago. Then the second one, he said he doesn't want to see anybody. He managed to go and vote. But the report we are getting now is that the man is just alone.
Living
alone,
isolated.
Yes, he does. Yes, and remember he told us that he doesn't want anybody to come and disturb him.
If you disturb him, you go to Niger.
Yes, if you disturb him, you go to Niger. So let us look at that angle, and of course, the present romance and the recent development surrounding the IBB's book launch might also contribute. But if you look at Fayemi, them, Shola, Osibanjo, Amechi, Erufai. If you look at
these
all those
big wigs of the party.
These are big names, especially Erufai is a factor. Looking at how you need some level of radicalism to be able to mobilize the northern votes. And Erufai, one question combined together with Atiku is a very big issue. But I can tell you that APC still have grounds as it stands today because they are still controlling states. They still have state governors. They are still in charge in the Senate. At the lower house, they are still in charge. So, but what we are looking at is that, the party as it stands now looks set, to hand over the ticket of second term to, of course, Tinubu, considering the fact that you saw the recent statement credited to Ojus Okalo, where he said that Tinubu is going for second term and that nothing is going to stop him from winning. That's not just Okalo. A lot of them have started campaigning for him already. That they were even saying that he has done extremely good. He has done well. His policies is the best. Nobody can take this, that. No. It just started. Politics has started. That's what we know. So and remember that there's no how you are going to have every Nigerian, every citizen, every masses on the same page. There are people who still see Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, like what we saw under Buhari, who shouted, at the end of the day, his aide came out and said that Buhari did better than any government in Nigeria. Just about a few days ago. In fact, to an extent, the APC, the Tinubu's media team was seeing that statement as an embarrassment. Because we know that Buhari, I can't pinpoint what actually did Buhari did for 8 years. I can't really fix it. But you see,
he commissioned the Dangote Refinery. One of them. It started under the decision of Buhari.
No, he never started. Dangote Refinery started. It was Obasanjo that gave this thing to that land.
But he commissioned.
It's a plan. Bros, he commissioned because it happened during his era.
Private organization.
You understand? But that's what they're saying. That if you look at what is actually going on, I don't know what is actually this. How come that it's only the government officials themselves that know that this president has done well? Other people does not know.
They endorsed him yesterday. I want to ask you, it was passed on him.
Yeah, of course now. Of
vote of
course, are you
confidence.
going to go against your boss where you don't say something will come outside?
Which means it wasn't a genuine endorsement.
What is the yardstick to measure it? How did they measure it? Did they measure it by the rate of inflation that's above 50%? Did they measure it by what is the yardstick did they use to measure Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, the impact on the masses? Is it road? Is it whatever? Which area? Is it a subsidy removal? Is it floating of the naira? Is it exchange rate? Which one? For the first time yesterday night, I have to eat 1,200 naira, and I was annoyed.
You were annoyed.
Yes, I was annoyed because I couldn't find anything. And the woman is still telling me, say, is it not okay? I said, but this rice is not okay. He said, it's okay. But that is where we find ourselves.
But you should be happy that you spend 1,200 naira to eat just a meal.
No,
Our Nigerian military, the soldiers, they feed with 1,500 naira a day.
let
It was
me.
just yesterday the chief of army staff said that they've increased it to 3,000 naira. You can imagine that it will take effect by the end of March. In March, yeah.
Ross, you cannot compare. No, don't compare that. Oh, no, I'm telling you, don't compare. Because if you look at them, most of them are running. Most of the things they do is free. Me, I'll pay for what pure water I would drink in Lagos State. As I'm moving, anything that I touch, I lay my hand, I'll pay for how much. Most of the things they get is free, and they are giving them a bursary for 1,000. They should just go and find their way and make sure that they settle whatever this thing they have with them. You can't compare me. See, bros, light I pay, water I pay, clothes I pay, to polish shoe I pay, everything.
No,
who are you?
Of course, you must pay to polish.
No, that's what I'm telling you now. Everything. So factor it in at the end of the day, and you're able to say, okay, madam, give me 500 naira worth of rice. You go carry one small spoon, do like this for you. But they look at and say, this woman take time. But you understand? You go still repeat them, and you cannot do anything. So that's to tell you the impact of what we are facing. That the money, the value of money is nothing to write. Everything is, but they have gone far to give him vote of confidence.
Which means
they have already anointed him for 2027. That's what it means. And we have seen this thing has become a norm over the years. We saw it under Jonathan. We saw it under Buhari. We saw it under every president. That is how it is. But at the end of the day, nothing tangible can be pointed that this is what this administration, the impact of this administration to the masses themselves.
Onyeze, of course, we all know that the former president, Muhammadu Buhari, was not there. El-Rufai, former Kaduna State governor, was not there. Amechi, former River State governor and minister under Buhari's administration, was not there. And others, even the former vice president of the country was not there. That's Yemi Osinbajo. But now, let's look at it. What do you think was the reason these people were not there?
It's a clear signal that we are moving to opposition. It's a very clear. You don't need anybody to tell you. Even Buhari is against Tinubu because he said that I did better than you. Buhari said it. My administration was better than your own administration. So clearly, it's a red. You have seen this. Finally, we are moving to opposition, and I believe that not to an extent, if they are going to figure out somebody who is going to negotiate, champion the northern hemisphere of this country towards 2027, let it be known that such person must have the understanding that power cannot return back to the north. Yes. No matter how you look at it, whether we have whether we have somebody that is not performing or not performing, it's not our business. They must have that orientation. They must have it as a religion. They must have it as an understanding. They must also have it as a task. That we never field a northern candidate in the opposition party. This is a pragmatic setting because in the absence of justice, There will be chaos.
Let's look at the impact of this meeting on our country's political landscape. Do you think any good thing will come out of this meeting? Is there any way to shaping our politics? Is there anything? Is there any good thing?
No. I see what we are talking about, the structure. I talked about the institution. Then how do we, especially escape from the hands of ISWAP, Boko Haram, or the terrorist Fulani herdsmen? How do we escape from that? First, by the time we escape from the security situation that have pushed Nigeria to, then we will know that, okay, that we have a certain obligation on every region, on every Nigerian to champion his or her own destiny collectively and nationally. And that is why I said we expected by now the issue of restructuring should have been on the table. We would have seen it gotten to a level that is already at the point of implementation. Not use it to hang on the factor that use it to get the consciousness of whoever they want to get. At the end of the day, they throw it to the dustbin like they always do. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We want to see some of these things done. At least let regions be independent on themselves. Let them, whichever sector they want to invest, they can confidently go for it, because when there is insecurity, you don't expect anything to work perfectly. Security is important in everything, and some of these things now, I can see Bola Ahmed Tinubu, taking the norm again about how Nigeria is being run in the past, doing the same thing the past leaders did, promising fire and brimstone. At the end of the day, he will tell you, bye bye, I have done my bit. And you bring his scorecard. He has more than 1,000 media personnel groomed to defend whatever happened during his tenure. At the end of the day, they will say, but another person will come.
All right, away from that, let's quickly talk about the Dangote Refinery. I think it's a good news for Lagosians, as they can now buy fuel for 860 naira per liter. Initially, it was 890 naira, but now 860 naira per liter. Now, of course, it will ease the burden on Nigerians, especially Lagosians, the Nigerians living in Lagos here. But what significant impact do you think this will have on overall cost of living in Nigeria?
It has not gotten to a point where we begin to say, okay, let us give Dangote 100% credit for bringing the price, at least coming from the private sector.
But we
leave
that
thing. You give somebody, you don't give somebody
the month of February. Reducing it.
Okay, bring it down. What are you talking about? Are you not getting this thing from the backyard?
But is not bringing it down?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Second
bring it down.
time in the month of February.
I'm not going to praise Dangote
Wow.
at 860 naira per liter now. I want to see
a total reduction.
I want to see him work out all the modalities. See, do it selflessly. See it that Nigeria is a mono economy, live on only one product, and that product controls everything, including this child that is holding 20 naira now. When you see it from that angle, bros, you have made money, sacrifice.
He's a businessman.
Okay? His business can never crumble. I can tell you that. For what he gathered, he said he has over 600 billion worth of oil. Okay, listen. And not only that, he has a direct pipe from Niger Delta to his refinery here in Lagos. So, bros, what is the big deal now? Put this thing refine it. I said, okay, let me tell you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now it's not yet time to praise him.
Okay.
Want to see this thing come down to an extent that it will not only Lagosians, other states too want to see Dangote president. And remember, he is also struggling because government seems to see how the NAPC now, they go to do like that. But let him be steadfast and damn the consequences so that Nigerians can at least have a living. There are people, millions of manufacturing companies, mini economy, micro economy that is run on generator and crude oil and petroleum on daily basis as a result of poor power supply. And these guys, how do they now survive? Most of these things now are factored into what we buy on daily basis because they use crude oil or petroleum because as a result of absence of power, they make sure that they continue to produce. There are some places you go to in Lagos today, you see generator on 24 hours 7 non-stop. How would such we have over 1,500 of them? How would they survive? So what I'm saying is that, if there's any way Dangote should see it as something that, government is not going to tell you what to do with the price. Get a better negotiation. Know that this thing is coming from here in Nigeria. Then refine it, and it can go for 200 naira.
200 naira.
Yes, we leave NNPC now. Who is going to buy from NNPC? But NNPC now is trying to see what they're going to do at the end of the day to make sure they control Dangote from, further reducing the price.
Now, lastly, before you go, let's quickly talk about what we have on spring there. The Tinubu's Muslim tickets has brought Nigerians has brought Nigerians massive.
I say it's a burden. It has become a burden. I said it now. Yes, I said it.
Would you say that idea of Muslim tickets or Muslim government is what is the reason why we are facing this present challenges?
I think what the Council of Sharia members or body is trying to say at this level is that they expected some level of sophisticated leadership. Not really. And they come to understand that these guys are Muslims. Why are we having the worst?
Considering the fact that they marketed
yes
Muslim tickets to Nigerians.
They were their expectation to an extent was cut off. That's why you see this reaction. And remember, I said it clearly some time ago that the North is already seeing Tinubu as a big burden. You understand? So the guy need to sit down properly and know what to do before it is too late. Anybody that's even themselves know that Nigerians are going. APC go members know that no, Nigeria is going through whatever they call it.
They admitted yesterday at the NEC meeting that although we are passing through challenges, but things have been done to shaping things.
Okay, we are going into election, and from next few months from now, you start seeing federal allocation money. You start exchanging hand. Group, they will start forming one group or the other. At the end of the day, we go into election. What you are seeing now, they have not been able to achieve is what they are going to use to campaign. That's what they are going to use to campaign.
All right, thank you so much, Chinedu Mike.
City Stand.